Hi everyone, we're building Alora, your memory layer for ChatGPT and Perplexity. The idea is simple. Chatbots forget, lose context, and hallucinate. Alora keeps track of topics that matter to you, allowing you to bring context back on track. So on the right over here, you'll see a list of topics. Each one is like a live workspace for something you're working on. And at the bottom of the screen, there are two buttons, one for inserting context, and the second one for selecting your topic. So let's walk through an example. Right now you can see I already have two topics I've created, one for my Shopify store and the second one for marathon training. But as of recently, I have been planning a trip to California. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new topic for that. And so just like that, when I come back to the topic, you'll see that Alora has gone through my entire chat history and made a concise understanding about everything I've discussed, which includes an executive summary, current objectives, recent progress, open questions, communication style and preferences, my itinerary for the trip that starts off in SF and it's currently 4 days, my travel preferences, and my daily budget. It's like a living brief that updates as I go and chat with my chatbot. Now, I've been talking to ChatGPT and Perplexity a fair bit over the last few days, and I made a couple of changes. Firstly, I decided to add more days, and secondly, on Perplexity, I decided that I want to start off my trip in LA. So now when I come over to Alora, you can see that Alora has actually updated its understanding with me. It now recognizes that I arrive in LA. On day 3, I'll be in San Diego, and it extended my trip to 7 days. Along with that, I can see a version history of all of the changes that have been made, and even manually edit these memories. So now I'm talking to ChatGPT about planning my trip, and I'm looking for travel options on day 3 as I move from LA to San Diego. Now, when I send this in, you can see that ChatGPT's made a couple of mistakes. So first off, it hasn't recognized the context that has changed. It still thinks I'm flying from San Francisco, even though I changed my itinerary and told it I'll be in LA. Secondly, even though I've repeated countless times that if I prefer trains over flights, it's still gone ahead and recommended a flight for me. And thirdly, it hasn't taken my budget into consideration. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ask the exact same question, but now we're going to introduce some context from Alora. So now as I type this in, I simply press this button. And what it's going to do is it's going to curate the most appropriate context for ChatGPT to answer this question based on its understanding of my California trip. And just like that, you can see that ChatGPT has now recognized that, first of all, I will be traveling from Los Angeles. Secondly, it has taken my travel preferences into consideration since I prefer trains over flights. And thirdly, it's taken my budget into consideration in order to give me a more accurate response. And just like that, with scoped memory, you get more accurate responses and you stop repeating yourself.